using the blackboard, the whiteboard, but for classroom management, how is that important? Like how can you explain, like if you were to explain to someone using the board and classroom management and that they are connected, how would you explain that? Why is it important?
Well, in order to have control of your group, for example, there is an important thing. If you give them back, they will instantly get distracted. So it's an important thing that you can change the way that you write on the board. I will say that this is the reason why it's important. And also your handwriting, if they cannot read or if they cannot understand what you're writing, you will lose them.
Yeah, pretty much. So in this case, actually, one of the things that are well, that is very important is what you're mentioning, Genesis. So normally, what we do, because we're used to, or just because I mean it's mechanical. I mean, we tend to like we write and then we immediately give the back to them. But it's not because I mean maybe we're not used to find ways to work with that. But what are some techniques or strategies that you could use to help you as a teacher while using the board and also having classroom management? Like, what are, if you can you remember some of the things that you can use in this
Oh,
case?
the colors of your handwriting.
Okay, so we have the colors of the handwriting as well. What else?
I
Like
remember.
you,
Wait, go ahead.
like to like in the border, but and actually I don't remember to say that. I don't know if it was Genesis about that. If you are going to see like any new vocabulary for the students, you have
Mm-hmm.
to into the right in the top, because they are going to see the vocabulary during all the class, so you don't have to see the vocabulary. And to have the control of okay, in the left side you are going to see the places. Okay, in the presentation you have the supermarket or at the market, I don't remember. Then put in the right side what you can buy in the supermarket or what you can find in the supermarket. So it will be easy for the students to see like, oh, one side of the classroom is talking about supermarket or places, and the other one is what we can find in those places.
Mhm. So in this case, definitely one of the biggest strategies would be that like having that organization so that they don't lose focus on the objective that you want them to achieve. It can be vocabulary, it can be grammar, depending on what you're actually working with, all those things. But anyways, I'm gonna let you continue working on that in a moment. But now we also have helping each other, helping the students getting to know each other. Like, why is that important in classroom management? Like, we have this other topic um, that we have kind of discussed, but now it's a little bit more specific. But why is that important in the classes or in classroom management, actually?
For having a good environment.
Okay, so in this case, the first thing is having a good environment. When we help them to get to know each other, do we do that at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end? What
At
do
the
you think?
beginning.
No, since the beginning, maybe.
Beginning.
Okay, so we have to do it at the beginning. But do you think it's important to also kind of like do it in the middle, just to make sure that whatever tension could happen between the beginning and then the middle of the semester or the school year changes or no?
I
No,
think
it will always help
yes.
Yes,
you.
could be.
So we should always have the opportunity to get to know, to help them, sorry, get to know each other, but also it helps us as teachers to work on techniques, strategies
Mm-hmm.
that you know, maybe what worked at the beginning, maybe the PowerPoint presentation worked perfectly well, but now it's not working anymore. So let me see, how are they, what are they thinking? Let me see how they work together, and maybe that's gonna help me also change some of the things that I'm doing, for example, as a teacher. Okay. But right now, what I'm gonna do is the same thing. I know that you haven't finished the presentation that you were working with yesterday, so I'm gonna separate you once more. Finish the presentations, and if we have time, we close the session today. If not, we're gonna finish it tomorrow. Okay.